course, you know, Lindenwood's looking for back-to-back Florida League championships. Last year they had the sweep with the 17 teams. Central, it's their first time back in D1 Elite since 2015. They've been away in Naira.
Yeah, or that's what the thing is for.
Season, nearly score by about 30.
Yeah, you can gather it up and tape it up there if you want to.
This is all I've caught.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to John Roberts Field and the Women's D1 Elite USA Rugby National Semifinals. We're here in beautiful Greenville, South Carolina on the campus of Furman University, and we're just getting ready for the anthems for the matchup between the Lindenwood Lionels and the Central Washington Wildcats. I'm Jonathan Atkinson, and I'm joined today by USA Rugby VP of Operations and International Referee Kurt Weaver. Kurt, what do you think about the matchup today?
Jonathan, so excited for this matchup today. I cannot wait to see these two teams play. Both exciting teams. Both have had strong seasons leading into this weekend. Cannot wait to see what kind of matchup we have.
Great. And your starting lineups will go through for your Lindenwood University Lionels. At number 1, Mary Healy. Number 2, Destiny Arena. Number 3, Panina Tuilupa. Number 4, Natalie Gray. Number 5, and the captain, McKenna Strong. Number 6, Morgan Freeman. At number 7, Alia Afar. At number 8, Dinika Peogofi. At number 9, Anna Karen Pedraja. Number 10, Rochelle Stevens. Number 11, Sativa Tero Pehikuru. Number 12, Mackenzie Hawkins. Number 13, Teresa Bueso Gomez. Number 14, Cody Barlow, and number 15, Caring DeFritas. For your Central Washington Wildcats, number 1, Haley Abeta. Number 2, Jada Kafavalu. Number 3, May Sangapolu. Number 4, Hannah Fallon-Suka. Number 5, Brooke Mullins. Number 6, Bianca Ortiz-Palin. Number 7, Michelle Navarro. Number 8, Joe Morea. Number 9, Mary Jo Pasoles. Number 10, and your captain, Leah Ingold. Number 11, Talia Goodwin. Number 12, Sui Ao. Number 13, Laura Odette. Number 14, Shona Kennedy. And number 15, Spencer Bolt. Should be ready for kickoff here. This game is going to be refereed by Haley Slaughter out of Florida. The Lindenwood University team is coached by Billy Nichols, and the Central Washington team is coached by Trevor Richards.
Assisting Haley today, we have Joe Burpo and Dave Edwards on the line as assistant referees. Jonathan, this is an exciting match today. I cannot wait to see what's going to happen here. Right out of the gate, what are both teams looking for?
Well, it's tough. This is going to be the third matchup between these two teams this year. Lindenwood's had the edge in both matches so far, but Central narrowed the gap in their second matchup. Always tough to beat a team 3 times, but I think Lindenwood is going to look to capitalize on all the speed that they have out wide.
Yeah, and Jonathan, I got to say, both teams having representative nationally on their team, both the collegiate All-Americans as well as then, of course, at the Eagle level. So expect to see some of those players standing up today.
Absolutely. And Central coming off one of their best performances of the year against BYU just 2 weeks ago, capturing a good win after falling to the BYU team during the fall season. They're looking to peak just at the right time. Had a little bit shorter lead up to this game than most of the teams in the D1 Elite, but Coach Richards has really got them on the right trajectory. And we're looking here for the kickoff. Number 10, Leah Ingold, just waiting for Haley Slaughter's signal. There's the whistle. Ingold with the kickoff. Fielded cleanly by McKenna Strong. Lindenwood looks to recycle. Pasioles out to 13. All the way out to the outside to 11. Pikuru. She has the break. She's looking for space. Can Ingold catch her? And Lindenwood will get the dream start directly off the kickoff. Kurt.
Absolutely gorgeous. That's the way you got to kick off a game right there. Lindenwood comes out of the gate. They're excited. They move the ball wide. They use the speed on the outside. Exactly what Coach wanted to get done today.
Just doing the simple stuff well. And we'll see Mackenzie Hawkins, product of the Maryville rugby program in Tennessee, last year's Sorensen Award winner for the best female collegiate rugby player. Is going to line up the kick here, and of course, not to mention a USA Eagle.
Well, and Mackenzie's all class. I'll tell you what, she's been representing the USA since she was just in high school. I believe she made our under 20 national team when she was just a 15, 16-year-old player. Absolute class as a player.
Hawkins taking her time to line up from the corner. Slight breeze into her face. It's up. Slightly short, but a beautiful start for Lindenwood. Takes them to 5-0 with less than a minute on the clock. Let's see how Central responds.
Guys, we can't see the score on the screen. We did.
Ingold lines it up. Another strong kick. Carried heavily by the Lindenwood forwards. Beautiful little break there, but a knock on. Recovered by Central. Let's see if they can build some structure here. Wonderful work to get to gain line. Paid out by Pasioles into the forwards, out the back to Ingold. Ingold puts it through on the kick.
Great kick through there. Gathered well by Lindenwood.
Carrying DeFrida's in there in the back.
Just dominant in the breakdown.
Oh, moved it beautifully into the space, out into the 8. Nice ruck through. Played back out again through the forwards to the back, looking for space on the outside, but they are caught on gain line by Central Washington. Played out to the corner, slight footwork, a little offload, and they are off to the races again. Can they capitalize? But the ball is loose. Central dives on, no signal of advantage from referee Slaughter, and it is a penalty for diving over against Central Washington. Lindenwood goes quick, Rochelle Stevens to the outside. To Hawkins. Hawkins into the contact. Playing out to the short side again. Carrying DeFridas. Finds contact. Gives the short arm. Penalty out from Slaughter again for not back 10 against Central Washington off the initial penalty. Kenzie Hawkins taking her time to do a little bit of hair refresh there before she takes the kick. Hawkins takes a tap. They're going quick. It's out the back to the backs. Out to the outside to DeFridas. DeFridas caught on gain line. Out to Jocelyn Jones. Sorry. Yes. Lindenwood recycles right on their 22. Out from the 8 to Rochelle Stevens into the forward pod. Forward pod finds gain line. Slight isolation though, but able to recover.
Good ball
back out to
retention
Stevens.
here.
Stevens spots a small gap. Central really pressing up hard there,
Tell you
Kurt.
what, their defense is ferocious today. You can tell they came to play.
They go through the forwards again, find a soft shoulder. They've got mismatch out here wide, but they go back inside. Hueso Gomez finds some good space, though. keeps her feet moving.
Great phase play here by Lindenwood. We're on about the 11th phase of play that they've had.
Pedraja, beautiful ball to the outside of the forwards.
Oh, strong breakdown.
Goes
Spinning
quick
it wide.
again. They're through the gap. And that will be 5 points for Lindenwood through the hands of Morgan Freeman, the flanker, getting on the board.
Gorgeous use of just calm, recycled ball, doing the basics right, keeping ball retention, ball in hand, moving it tight inside, and absolutely then widen it out when it's time. You're going to be able to see this here. Just missed there the instant replay, but being able to see Lindenwood use that ball nice and calm on the inside, waiting their turn. Absolutely, when they've earned it, they go wide. It ended up paying dividends.
Absolutely, and what vision from Pedraja to spot the little gap drawn pass to the corner. Hawkins will look to add 2 more. Hawkins' kick is up, and it is straight through the post.
Great kick.
Mark it down, 12 points to Lindenwood, 7 minutes into this match.
Jonathan, although the defense from Central Washington pretty strong, do you think it's a bit of nerves here just getting themselves up and moving in this game?
Certainly could be. You know, they're also coming off West Coast time there. It's an early matchup for them. A little tough to shake off the spider webs in the morning. Beautiful kick. Oh, there's the handoff.
No thank you, she says.
Dominating from the forward there off of the kick. Out to Stevens. They're going to space again from Hawkins to the forward pod in the midfield. Back to gain line. Looking to move it wide again, same way on the flow. Stevens sees the shooter. She puts a kick in the back, but we will come back to an offside, says referee Slaughter.
Caught Central advancing just a little too quick there. I think Central's trying to get something moving from their end. They just need to be able to get up in the face of Lindenwood to stop that attack.
Right about that, Kurt. They're going to find the balance of pressure and getting out wide. You know, the spaces on the corners so far for Lindenwood.
You know, this much time with ball in hand for Lindenwood can really only spell disaster for Central Washington. It's something where they're going to have to take some chances, and of course players, you know, are going to hop offside a little bit, but caught there by referee Slaughter.
Hawkins' kick to the corner puts Lindenwood just outside the 22 for the first line out. Central up just slightly early. We'll see if they wait to put them down. Slaughter will go to the short arm penalty here.
Free kick there against Central Washington.
And Lindenwood is off again. Soft shoulder in for the big second row, McKenna Strong. Pedraja goes right. Offload from the forwards. Oh, driving to the line through contact.
That Morgan Freeman again on the rumbling and stumbling.
Absolutely. She has a nose for the line, but it is a penalty. Central Washington relieving the pressure. That's Lindenwood off the feet at the breakdown.
Looks like they just got a little bit too aggressive there. It's difficult at that point to be able to retain ball, but they came off their feet, dove over the breakdown at that point, and of course ball turned back over to Central Washington on some really relieving the pressure for them.
Ingold's kick just about reaches the 22 for the exiting line out for the Central Washington team. Central goes to the back, but the call is not straight, unfortunately.
Gorgeous reach there by Central, just a little bit on the outside.
Lindenwood will opt for the scrum, first scrum of the day.
Here we go. You gotta love those games, Jonathan. We're almost 10 minutes into this match and just first scrum of the day. That speaks to just the handling and the talent of these two teams.
Absolutely. Both of these teams strong on experience in the forwards. Lindenwood anchored number 1 by Mary Healy.
Let's just get a little closer.
The Irish representative Gaelic football player.
Gaelic football, there you go.
Step up on the side.
Played for counties at home. For those of you who may not know Gaelic sports, that is not the one with the stick.
Crouch!
Go here for the reset. Lindenwood with lots of space to the left to work with their backs.
Set! Hold it.
Feed is in. Ball cycling back, but the scrum is headed down. A penalty against Central Washington for collapsing, and Lindenwood takes it fast. Stevens all the way out to Hueso Gomez to carry to freedom.
Burn. Oh, just a bit of mishandling there.
Just one pass away from another bit of space to the outside corner. They were wide open there for the hand of Cody Barlow, but just couldn't.
Jonathan, the speed they're getting the ball across the field to those wide backs, it's great to be able to use the entire width of the field, the quick distribution of the ball, and they're absolutely attacking the holes as well. I believe she probably could have made it the whole way through had she kept the ball in hand as Carring went through there.
Central gets a chance again, though, for the line out. This time they go front. It's an overthrow, but they've recovered it.
Obstruction, black 7.
That is a penalty, though. Unfortunately, on the pop back, it was an obstruction against Central Washington. Lindenwood will have the chance now, just about 10 meters from the line, to see if they can make it 5 more points in the first 15 minutes of this match.
You know, I'll tell you, it's difficult, Jonathan. Once you get the ball, ball in hand like Lindenwood has, and they're just putting on the pressure, Central Washington is really having to then struggle to get out of their own end, and as well, of course, penalties conceded.
Absolutely. A time break for the ball to come back here. Gives everybody a moment to collect themselves.
Time on.
Lindenwood opts for a full 7 line out. All the backs set wide right. Throw to the middle.
Gorgeous.
Taken cleanly and all.
Good calm setup of the ball. Taking
Nice
their
and
time.
comfortable. Pedraja to the wing. The wing is straight through.
Touching it down. Try time.
Absolutely. 5 points on the board for Sativa Taro Pehikuru. Product of New Zealand right there. Finds a short gap. Pedraja, beautiful vision to see the ability to putter away there.
I'll tell you what, they could have kept the ball in that maul moving forward. They had such a great setup, nice calm build on that maul, exactly what you want to see, especially from his coaching staff, who's been excited to get out to this weekend. But I'll tell you, they have options. They can drive it in through the ball, they can spend it out to the backs and back those goals.
Mackenzie Hawkins lines up to see if she can add 2 more points to the board to take it to 19-0 early. Wind is settled. Hawkins' kick is up and dead through the post.
Gorgeous. What a nice smooth stroke Mackenzie Hawkins has.
Absolutely. Just looked like clockwork going straight through the post there. Mark it up, 19-0 for Lindenwood. 14 minutes down in this match. The in-goal lines up for the kick again. To the left, this one is high and just over the 10. Tapped back by Lindenwood into the hands of the aforementioned Mary Healy. Gets it right back onto the 10. Pedraja out into Destiny Arena's hand. Up into the forward. We have a penalty for a high tackle against Central Washington.
Jonathan, something they're cracking down on here, internationally as well as domestically, just trying to keep players safe, make sure the tackles are below that shoulder line.
Absolutely important. Player welfare on the top of the mind for World.
Deep breath, yeah, deep breath.
Looks like referee Slaughter's gone off here. Just getting a player checked, just for a little bit of claret there on the on the old.
Want to keep the white jerseys clean, right?
That's right.
Hawkins' kick to touch is good. Puts Lindenwood just on the other side of the halfway.
Gorgeous kick there. Assistant referee Dave Edwards there on the mark.
Here's the middle. Come, White. White, stand on the line. Black, step out. Step out. Step out. One step back. One step. Thanks.
Washington up early again, but a very clean line out from great ball from Pedraja out the back. They've got space in the centers.
She's got
They've gone through. DeFreitas is through. She's looking back inside to support. She gives the hand off.
Around like Park.
What a try. She will end up under the post for another 5. Carrying DeFreitas just decides to have a go herself.
Absolutely gorgeous. Running around people like parked cars. The amazing fend there on the outside. The inside, they can use the outside. This Lindenwood team is just on fire. Jonathan, the skill to get the ball out wide like that, it's not an easy thing to do. I know these players at Lindenwood are making this look easy, but they have pressure coming on from a very difficult Central Washington team, shooting up at them in defense. They're using the ball so well in front of each of those players. The ball's led right out in front of their hands, put in perfect position for the outside.
As Hawkins lines up, we'll take another look at that try. There goes DeFreitas around the corner. Just see her avoiding the last tap tackle. Hawkins' kick goes up and is good. That takes us to 26 Lindenwood, 0 Central Washington, with 23 minutes left to play here in the first half. Curtin, you are absolutely right. The passing on that phase was spot on from Pedraja to Rochelle Stevens. Stevens with the miss-out pass on the decoy runner hit DeFreitas perfectly in stride through that gap.
It's made no hesitation, and then they know how to use the ball once they have it in hand as well. Evasion as well as then getting that ball out wide.
Back into the forwards for Lindenwood. Running the same playbook over and over. It's effective. That forward, unfortunate there for Rochelle Stevens and
Black scrum.
And number 8, Dinika Pagofi, who looked to be off to the races if she had gotten that one to hand, Kurt.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's a rare mistake here, this Lindenwood back. It's amazing how quickly they can move that ball again wide, but then they can attack that inside to create space on the outside for them. Clearly going to want to get that ball back here at this scrum.
Central with really their best position to attack all day so far. First time that they've had ball inside of Lindenwood's half of the field.
I'm excited to see some attack here from Central.
Nice tight scrum. Stable at the base there. The 8 has a go. A little bit of a round out to the edge. It's shown to Kennedy. Central's recycle. Pasioles to Ingold. Stop behind gain line there, though. Made up most of it. Central will spin it back out to the backs, but Lindenwood charging hard. Stops him just behind gain line.
Gorgeous wide open passing.
Up through forwards. Number 1 there, Haley Abeda carries strong. Central Washington goes out the back. Slight miss, but Michelle Navarro makes one miss. She feeds out to Kennedy. Kennedy makes the most she had there against a charging defense. Back out, Pasioles to Ingold. Ingold to May Sangapolo, who does some great work. And look at that ball in contact work to retain the possession. Look for the short gap, but goes wide.
Great wide passing here. Referee Slaughter has advantage. I'm assuming it's for the offside from Lindenwood. Finally with a bit of go forward here for Central Washington.
Playing with a very different tempo. Taking their time to get set. Move back inside. Hit the X button, Navarro. Referee Slaughter signaling we are still on advantage. Central getting back to gain line here.
Question mark.
Passioles to Ingold. Ingold skips out, pass out.
Great bounce pass.
Move it to the corner, but there is a strong tackle, and referee Slaughter will come all the way back to the offsides penalty.
Okay, penalty was for white 13 offside. No advantage.
Yeah, another offside penalty there. We've seen Central Washington hop offside a couple times, and now under pressure, Lindenwood, same thing. It's the way that when they're building phases over time, that many phases to have a defense hop offside just to try to mix things up.
Keep the tunnel wide down here, please.
Absolutely. Lindenwood pouring on the pressure there, both on defense and back. But Central will have an opportunity now, just in 22, to take a line out and see if they can make something. But it's not clean.
Advantage
Looks like they have retained it.
No
advantage on the knock-on off Lindenwood in the line out. Goes scrum to Central Washington on the 15. And they'll have another shot.
Bit of confusion there by Central Washington line out. You want to see the set pieces as something that you can rely on, a nice solid platform to build. Central Washington will want to get those lineouts right to make sure that they can use every opportunity they have down in Lindenwood's end.
Central here to attack just about 10 meters out from the Lindenwood line with a chance to put some points on the board. Lindenwood looks set for a good push, but Central's driving back to the loop side themselves, or tight head side, apologies. Ingold on the loop round to Passioles. Passioles tries to slip a pass. It's bounced off Lindenwood. They'll have the advantage. Central for the knock-on.
Central here. It can go both ways.
With a latch and drive there through the forwards.
Powerful runs.
Not wanting to risk losing the ball here inside the 10. They are ready to drive with those powerful forward pack.
Advantage over.
4 in a row. Referee Slaughter has called off the advantage.
Working well.
Central is on about the 5-meter line. They move it out wide. It's out to Suiaa. And we have a try.
Try time.
I believe that was Suiaa on the try. Number 12 for Central Washington, getting them on the board.
Washington right now to gain some points early in this first half. Get some points on the board, get moving forward.
Going through to one of their All-Americans there in the back line. Ingold's going to line up her kick, try and tack on the 2 all the way from the far corner. Kick is up, beautiful strike, but just to the left.
Just a bit outside.
And that'll leave it at 5 points for Central Washington. 28 for Lindenwood with just about 17 minutes on the clock. 24. 28.
28 to 5.
28 to 5, that is. Referee Slaughter waiting at the middle. Lindenwood taking their time to get back up here. Kurt, what do you think they're saying to regroup there?
You know, Lindenwood has to be feeling still pretty confident where they are. It is difficult to be under that much pressure for that long and not be able to bend and even potentially break at that point. Just needs to take a deep breath, get back into their game, get the ball back in hand as they're used to.
Well, they'll have a chance to swap the fields now here as Natalie Gray lines up for the kick.
You gotta love a second row giving a kickoff there.
And a big boot from the second row, John Eels style, puts it all the way back into the try zone. It's fielded cleanly by the Central backs though, and they've got a chance here.
And
they've broken into the space. Absolutely great run by Michelle there, former USA U20 and National Sevens team player. They put a kick through. Lindenwood's got nobody home.
Great vision there. Natalia Goodwin on her way down.
And that will roll out of bounds.
Absolutely gorgeous kick for space. You know, it's a difficult thing to be able to see that much space across the field. It's heads-up play to be able to see down in the corner, use the space, get yourselves down there. Even though turnover ball, still great attacking position for Central Washington.
Absolutely, and a good building pressure for them to go from a try in the corner after with their forwards have moved to space to immediately swap the field back. You got to feel like the emotions are away at the moment. Early again for Central. Gives Lindenwood the opportunity for a completely clean ball, but there's a little bit of a miscue at the back. Madraj is pulled down behind the line. Lindenwood's forwards will look to gather. Move it up to give her a chance to get off the deck.
Relief pressure here, but looks like they're going to pick it.
So Rochelle Stevens bounds.
Out off white, black, line out.
That'll be a line out to Central Washington, right back in the same position they were in 3 minutes ago, with a chance to maybe repeat the success. They got them their first 5 points on the board, Kurt.
I'll tell you, a rare mistake here by Lindenwood. I'm surprised they're not trying to relieve pressure when they're down in their own end like that.
You could see Stevens was dropping, but they just didn't go the right way to set it up. A little bit of a loose line out from Central. Unfortunately, not straight. And that'll give Lindenwood a chance here to clear their line again.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Central will be upset with themselves around that one. Coach Trevor, it's so important, especially around the lineouts. Lineouts being one of those things that you can attack from now. Now that mauling has come back in the game, we're seeing a great attacking platforms with the balls as well. Bringing all those forwards in at one place opens up those back lines for more attack.
Absolutely, and with both teams having so much firepower in the back line, you've got to think that they're relying on that set piece to produce clean. Well, we'll set up for another Lindenwood scrum.
Set.
Right about the 22-meter, just inside.
Too much movement.
Referee slaughtered it like that. A little bit too early on the drive there from Central Washington.
They were 10.
Kurt, was that signal for not taking the pressure against Central?
It's a little driving early, maybe not necessarily.
Slight break here.
Oh, and off to the races. Gotta love this rumbling, stumbling.
Look at McKenna Strong making ground. Playing back with her forward partner, Destiny, who originally made the gap. The ball's a little loose. Looking left again, where they found space for 2 or 3. Not cleaning it up. They're just about 10 meters out. Back to Strong. Might as well let her keep going.
Strong earning the name today. Absolutely amazing run for the up, and now great here. We got both ready.
Lindenwood keeping it tight with the forwards, pounding it up around the edges. Pedraja feeds wide. Ball is slightly loose. Hawkins taps on outside to Bueso Gomez. Bueso Gomez using a little bit of fancy footwork there to get right back into the midfield and find gain line.
It's just really solid ball protection here from Lindenwood. Good low platforms, setting up breakdowns.
They went back. Play on.
Unfortunate knock on there as well. Washington. The first ball was backwards. The second one was not. Back for Lindenwood here in 22.
Get these scrums cleaned up, Jonathan. One has really had a good platform. I think both teams have very solid front rows, and clearly second rows are one.
God, what the second row in the open field and back to a hooker going 22 before the backs got involved.
Gotta love it.
But we will settle just on the right side of the field, about 20-ish meters if they chose to go weak here, Lindenwood.
Set. Sit up, sit up, sit up. We're too far.
We'll have a reset.
We need to set up.
Both the scrum needs to be reset and the commentary tent has chosen to join us out on the field as well. As we said earlier, a little bit of high wind here.
Contact here, just not really thinking the tent needs to be part of it.
Time off here.
Time on. I think they've got it.
Time is back on. Play one for us.
And we're back.
Ever so slightly sunnier.
Crouch. Bind.
Lindenwood looks set up. The nice loose bind on the back. But they've got a drive to the left. Takes away the 8 pick.
Beautiful.
Oh, intercepted. The short pass just finds the hand on the outside. of Lauren Odette. And Central will have a chance to play out of their own end here. Taking the ball, moved it over through Pasiolas to the far side.
High. White one. Please contact.
Referee says that tackle was just high. Central will have a chance to kick the
Good pressure relief here for Central. They're going to be they were a bit on the back foot here to run out of their own end. I'm really surprised, Jonathan, we're seeing both teams try to run out of their own ends instead of clearing those kicks.
Absolutely, maybe a combination of pressure and
championship nerves. You can't really practice for this kind of thing. It's a whole different kind of dance.
Central will have the line out. Looks to be just outside the 22.
Sorry about that. In the back. In the back. Everybody. Those the knocked on.
Still not quite clean. Referee Slaughter signals for advantage from a knock-on of Lindenwood in the line out, but Central has gotten it back up to gain line through their forwards.
Yeah, you gotta love the heart here. They're rumbling, stumbling. They want to run this ball. They want to be dynamic with ball in hand.
Absolutely unafraid of contact. A hard charge from the Central forward. Still going. Takes him from the 22 almost to half, but it looks like it might have gotten a little loose. No? Signaled it was fine. They go short side with the forwards again. Might as well stick
side. Get out, White.
You're going to stretch it from one to the other, I believe.
First player.
You know, Kurt, the Furman inside the 5. To me, that would work well for him at the 50.
Working this well. Oh, great turnover there by Lindenwood.
Turnover in Lindenwood. They have danger here. It's DeFrida's hands again. She's got more out wide, but she is through. She steps the 15. Tacks on 5 more from the turnover there, Kurt. What dangerous ball from the turnover.
DeFrida's just right around Spencer Bolt there on the outside. You can't even explain how difficult that is for a player to do. That kind of speed and agility to be able to move around the outside like that with ball in hand, ready to offload at any point. So impressive.
And a quick recognition of space from Rochelle Stevens to get it to DeFrida's hands on the outside off the turnover. Nets Lindenwood another 5. Kinsey Hawkins taking her time here to line up. Kick just about 15 meters from the edge of the field. It's touching that one. Just having a wonderful day out there. She looks to be enjoying her rugby.
I tell you what, she's having the kind of day that I to have. Open, his teammates in support, being able to put the ball over for the tries.
Hawkins kick just to the left. So that'll put Lindenwood at 33-5 with just about 7 minutes to go here in the first half. And Kurt, as you mentioned, lots of support on the outside there, opening up the space for DeFrida's on the inside.
Yeah, it's amazing to see how they're using the ball, and it's like I said, turnover balls, best use on attack. Of course, the opposite team not expecting the attack on that point. The hard, the inside breakdown, spin it wide, put the ball down for the try. They're making it look easy.
And Gold's kick goes right about to the 22, fielded cleanly by Lindenwood, who is on the attack here. They break through the first tackle. DeFrida's again pulled down. Lindenwood is able to retain it. Quick ball out to the left. We see the 8, break one tackle.
Beautiful straight running there by Bakofi.
Draja feeds right back through to the forwards to go Destiny Arena again. Back through to McKenna Strong. She's got space, takes it for about 15 more meters.
McKenna Strong running like a center out there.
Mackenzie Hawkins swings it way out wide.
Black 11.
But Haley Slaughter will bring it back. Referee Slaughter for an offsides.
Oh, Dave's the mark over here.
Just trying to adapt to those off the Lindenwood forwards.
Yeah, I tell you, unfortunate that was stuck in this way because they really had a front foot back into their rhythm, and the production of the ball is so quick, Central not able to get back on side.
Lindenwood will opt to go for the points here. Just outside the right post, possibly 25 meters out, well within her range.
This a lot of, look at the court it is right now. Why not? But the plays that a captain might call, you get your players calmed down, heart rates brought back to where they should be. You're going to potentially get the ball back, even if you're not going to be putting it through the post. Really heads up play here.
Hawkins lines it up. And it's straight through. No worries there. 3 more points for Lindenwood. That'll bring us to 36-5. Lindenwood, Washington with just about 5 minutes.
Sure.
Looks like we might have a sub here.
14 off. Come off.
Number 14 coming off.
1-4.
That is Shona Kennedy coming off for Central Washington.
Come on.
Central looking to maybe.
Look, it's
Eagles' kick is up and to the corner.
I'll tell you what, it's not just the take and advance, they're also keeping their feet until the support has arrived.
A little bit of fancy passing there, puts Rochelle Stevens through a soft shoulder. Quick ball from Pedraj. Lindenwood looking dangerous here again. Pagofe Booten breaks one tackle. Take another. Back to Destiny Arena to
Movement of the pack. Beautiful today.
Offside, lazy runner. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
referee Slaughter signals offside. For Washington.
Had too many.
People are on the wrong side of the ball. We've had a couple of times where people are offside running back. Just make sure everyone is your side of the ball.
Want to get in the naughty conversation with the ref. You know, when you're called off like that, it means probably a warning for something coming down the road. If Central keeps up these offside penalties, you're likely going to see a yellow card.
Shell Stevens kick to touch puts them about 7 meters outside the 22. Lindenwood will have a chance here with the line out, and Kurt, they've opted to go to the 5-person line out for the first time today.
I love the mix-up here. They've got options. They've got the full line out, the 5. Oh, and there it is, right through the middle. Good identification.
Misdirected, but they retain it.
Oh, back into hand. Gorgeous.
Right back through. Passing is just on today for Lindenwood. That one was right back into the hands of Freeman. Freeman to DeFreitas again. DeFreitas out on the other corner to Sativa Taro Pihikuru.
Jonathan, the work rate of Morgan Freeman is fascinating here.
May have been her again there. Lindenwood looking to keep it tight with their forwards. Just about 5 meters from the try line. They do have space out to the left. Swing it. There's a lot of here.
Players
Central comes up fast. Wisso Gomez, though, the pass was just a little too low to play cleanly. But they're set back to the short side. Back through the Lindenwood forwards to McKenna Strong again. Strong makes gain line plus. Lindenwood playing fast.
There it is.
And Morgan Freeman all the way through for another try. Make it 5 for Lindenwood. Kurt said it. So many involvements there for Morgan Freeman.
Jonathan, Morgan Freeman's work rate is just unstoppable. Having players like that on the field makes such a difference for a team. She's everywhere she needs to be, and when she's there, she's impactful. She's not just showing up to then be seen. She's actually going to be an impact in every single breakdown, every single run. Every time her hands are on the ball, she's making meters.
Just enjoying her day out there.
Jonathan, especially because it's difficult to disseminate between the backs and the pack handling. Just offloads is the pack. Around, the pop passes, the wide passes, they're doing it all today.
Kick from Stevens is just low. Sorry, Hawkins. Apologies. Just low, so that will take us to about 2 minutes remaining with the score 41 Lindenwood, Central Washington 5. Curtis, we go into halftime. What do you think the message is going to be from Coach Edwards?
Both teams right here have to do some retooling. I think Lindenwood itself is going to want to see its attack breakdown get out of its own half when it's stuck down its own end. Central Washington, they got to be able to get on the front foot. They need some inspiration.
Central puts that kick right on the 10 and is able to recover it with Lindenwood not playing it. And they gain the penalty for not releasing their tackle or not releasing is a call from referee Slaughter. Looks as though they're going to kick to touch. Gold's kick to touch, though, stays in bounds. Lindenwood will chip it right. Half.
Heads up play there. Just kick it out, reset, use the half, get some water. 10 minutes back again.
Absolutely. As we go into halftime, Lindenwood leads in this semifinal matchup 1-5 over Central Washington. We'll be right back with the second half.
Thanks for that nice and quick offside call over there. It was pretty clear and obvious anyway, so it was kind of like there was no point in there. Oh, that was that. Yeah. I'm out of the field. All right. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, we would like shade. Every week. Rogan. Kind of a bee. It was a fun moment though. Yeah, there were. I know. Here we are. One thing where I played on, where I was like first driving player, and it was like, was that dodgy? I just wanted them to sort it out.
And both teams are outside of huge thing about it.
Right.
And when they talked, like it was calm. And it was just like, listen, you just got to know real good.
Thanks. That's the thing. I know it's like on days like this, you know, teams, especially like younger teams, like kind of freak out in big games like this, and so I just want to be like calm face. Thanks. 40 more minutes.
I just told them at the huddle, so like right after you had your chat.
Rugby often promotes being the tough guy, but being a tough guy is being strong enough to speak up for yourself and your teammate at important times.
Important to speak up when a teammate has a concussion because, one, they're our teammate, but two, they're our friends.
Good teammates look out for each other when it comes to concussions.
If you think your teammate may have a concussion, it's your job to speak up.
With USA Rugby, I'm proud to support Team Up, Speak Up,
A program of the Concussion Legacy Foundation.
Team Up, Speak Up!
Take the pledge at teamupspeakup.org.
Girls rugby provides an environment that's a little bit different than what we see every day.
Girls rugby really helps me be more empowered and helps me to stand up for myself too.
We love it! Yeah, we love it!
Thanks to you and donors like you, I'm able to play for the Eagles.
I love being able to wake up every day and play rugby, play the sport that I love.
Being an Eagle has allowed me to really set an example for a lot of young kids.
Your gift has not only strengthened our national team, but has enriched my life as an athlete.
We are extremely grateful for the opportunity you make possible.
Women's D1 Elite Semifinal here. Lindenwood University leading Central Washington 41-5. Kurt,
You're live.
first half, mostly one-way traffic there for Lindenwood. What do you think Central's got to do second half to get back in this match?
You know, Central does have the spark to get back in this game. I've seen it before. I've seen these players play. They absolutely do have this spark. We just have to see them right out of the gate. Better ball retention, a little quicker use of the ball as well. Just wait for Lindenwood to come up at you.
Yep.
Started in the second half. Another kick from Natalie Gray goes deep, fielded cleanly by. Oh, tackle broken there by Sudi. Drives her way through the contact, and she will get a penalty out of it for a high tackle. Central Washington going quick here. Ray Jane Pasolas finds contact with her opposite number, and there's a turnover. Ball goes loose. Advantage.
Scrum advantage.
Went to the short side.
Advantage over.
Morgan Freeman again. Oh, rushing tackle by the number 8 from Central, Joe Morea. Lindenwood right back on their feet to gain through the forward. The back's left. Mackenzie Hawkins feet wide. Hueso Gomez's pass goes just wide to Cody Barlow, though.
They should do that.
On the half.
It did not work on the iPad.
Not the way they're going to want to start, but still just getting set up here in the second half.
Central gets a chance here again on the line out though. This time it's Lindenwood up early. Central plays it cleanly.
What's the score?
To Leah Ingold to Ahu. Ahu breaks one, keeps going up, gets him just over the halfway line for Central Washington. Out to Ingold. Ingold swaps fields, goes back across the forwards, and it's number 6, Bianca Ortiz-Powen, who breaks the game line.
Good setup here, Washington.
Great start for them.
Get out, 7.
Ingold to the outside, pass goes just a little bit wide, but it's picked up cleanly by Spencer Bolt, who makes the most out of it, but oh my goodness.
Boom goes the dynamite.
What a tackle by Piri Kuru. Central swings it wide again, trying to go left back into the open field, but not finding any space. Hueso Gomez right on top of them. Ingold swings it wide again. Odette to the corner and just missed that pass, going out of bounds. We'll have a line out to Lindenwood here, just on the Central Washington side of the 50.
Here's the middle.
Central certainly not backing down.
No, they're not backing down. You know, and Lord Odette's pass just a little bit there on the outside.
Slightly errant with their line out. A rare miscue for them. Gives Central opportunity again. Osceola's out to Ingold. Ingold spots a gap. Rushing defense. Doesn't quite make it back to game line though, and it's a turnover for Lindenwood.
Great turnover there,
no hands.
Absolutely, right on top of that ball.
Guys.
Great ball position, great body position.
Draja moves, and it went through carrying DeFrida's hands to the far side for Lindenwood. I'm sorry, that's DeFrida's now carrying up. They move it back again into the hands of the hook. Or I'm sorry, that is Mackenzie Hawkins. Stevens goes with the boot, tries to slide it in behind. Central under pressure here. They'll tap it. In goal. We'll come back to a trouble there. Leah Ingold a little slow to get up.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's been a lot of pressure for Central Washington. Defense wears you down. That's all there is to it. That many tackles, that much cycling back, heads up play. Defense wears you down.
Just everyone behind your kicker.
Central taking their time to set up here. Strong and Gray right up in front of Ingold for the kick. Fielded cleanly. They'll swing it back to the inside. Carrying DeFrida's having to go herself. Sees a little gap. She's through again into open space. She's up against Ingold. Feeds it back to the inside, slightly loose, but into the hands of.
Advantage, White.
Referee Slaughter calling for advantage. Through the hands of Hueso Gomez, out to the corner to P. Kuru. Kuru tries to set him, drives back, feeds it inside to Hueso Gomez.
Back inside, you gotta love the heads up play. They know where each other are. This game with their eyes closed, ball to hand every time they're trying to do it.
What footwork on the outside there by P. Kuru to set the last defender, Kurt.
Beautiful heads up play there, and I'll tell you what, they're moving the ball left to right. They're using every single inch of this width of this field, and it's showing. They're wearing down this Central Washington defense, creating these holes on the inside and the outside.
Kinsey Hawkins left with a big kick, though.
Thank you.
Just on the 5-meter line. To 5 right now. She looks to add 2 to take 48. Just about 5 minutes elapsed in the second half. Hawkins' kick is up, but it is slightly across the front. That'll leave us at 46 to 5. Lindenwood to Central Washington. Kurt, Central comes out to apply some pressure, but Lindenwood able to strike right back.
Tell you what, they know exactly where they need to go. Lindenwood right now using just not their forwards, both intermittently. You're seeing backs in the inside, forwards on the outside. It's going to be difficult to keep up with that pace today.
Total rugby indeed. Ingold's kick is up right on the 10.
Backwards.
Mackenzie Hawkins taps it back. Lindenwood's able to retain it. Michelle Navarro just about got a hand on that one.
Advantage White.
Getting a little stuck here. Back
Scrum advantage to White.
On 22. But they have an advantage coming. I believe it's going to be a penalty advantage against Central offside.
Right back to Arena there. Forward pod. Draja goes quick again.
Oh, they're
Mackenzie
seeing
Hawkins.
some space.
Oh, absolutely beautiful run there by Mary Healy. Love to see the prop in the open field back line.
Is there anything better than a prop rumble and stumble through the inside like that, Jonathan?
Beautiful footwork she has there.
Brock!
Destiny Arena gets him back to gain line. Pedraja goes to the short side. Right back to Morgan
Fingertip
Freeman.
tackle, fingertip.
Yeah.
Just so close to breaking Lindenwood.
Tackle!
Central defenders calling for help left.
They identify it, but there's not much they can
Side
do there.
entry.
We have a
White
penalty though.
Coming to the
rare
gate.
mistake here by Lindenwood. Side entry on this breakdown is what referee Slaughter is calling here.
Come through the gate.
Sure, Lindenwood was looking dangerous there out wide.
They sure were. They had to burn here out on this right-hand side. Really, Central Washington pressure. It looks like Lindenwood was just a little entering in from the side of that breakdown. Of course, as we know, you've got to come through your own side. You can't come through the side or from the other team's side.
Ingold's kick will give Central the opportunity for a line out just outside the 22. They go for the full line out. Right in front of the Lindenwood bench, as you may hear, but they field it.
Oh, is it straight?
Slightly off.
White, what do you have?
Unfortunately, not straight again, Kurt.
I'll tell you what,
line out or
Central
scrum?
Washington have such a tough time today with the line out, getting that ball to hand. I think this is their third one not going on the middle of that line out.
Scrum.
And it is tough on a day like this
your
for
captain
hookers
chose
when the wind is variable and gusty.
Sub.
You got to feel for them.
You know,
Black one off.
The wind of the wind from the environment and also the wind of pressure blowing down upon them in this
that's what she
environment.
said. Is that okay? Sure. Okay.
That'll give Lindenwood an opportunity, though, for a scrum on the 15 just outside their own 22 in the second half.
Guys, the marker's over here.
Yeah, Jonathan, you have to expect the marker here coming. But the way they've been playing today, it looks like their backs want to run. You don't put on green shoes if you don't want to run the ball.
Stevens looks very set in the back line.
Lindenwood
backs do look set to run, Kurt.
I was going to say, this does not look like a kick. This is not a pressure relief setup they have going here. Central Washington identifying, but only one back in the backfield.
Keep it up.
Pressure on the scrum, and we will get
too much movement.
A free kick to Lindenwood. Lindenwood goes quick. Mackenzie Hawkins feeds outside. Gomez breaks one, feed to the outside of DeFreitas. DeFreitas looking for the switch ball, wasn't there. Gets it on the corner though, keeps it alive. Good clearance by Cody Barlow. Back inside Pedraja to Destiny Arena. Arena fighting her way through, back to midfield, and gets beyond gain line again. Pedraja feeding quick. Rochelle Stevens sees a little space, and just a little. She goes for Peo Gofi.
Substitution.
Uh-oh, Jonathan, not what we want to see here. Number 10, Rochelle Stevens for Lindenwood, just taking a knee. Looks like she may have.
Yes.
I believe it's maybe a shoelace. I think she. You do have Mary Healy coming up and Destiny Arena. Good shift for both of them today, Kurt.
I'll tell you what, the power and the strength of Destiny Arena, running that ball, and as again, Mary Healy, amazing front row players with that kind of ball handling skills, but also the passion to run through the middle like that.
Let's see how those two front row changes affect Lindenwood's scrum. So we have a scrum for Washington dead in the center of the field, just outside their own 22.
Out of the setup, you can't do that.
Referee Slaughter says it will go to a free kick, though. Central Washington going fast. Pasola sees something she likes and takes off. Fed to the outside.
Boom! That's the kind of hits you want to see in championship rugby.
Stay.
He's dropped Ikuru, and a little bit of extracurriculars there on the ruck. Things are getting tough around the contact. Pasola's out to Ingold. Ingold passes out.
Knock on.
Playing a slight knock on. Lindenwood pressing up there. Going for the intercept, but not quite getting it. What about that pressure?
I'll tell you what, both teams are trying to make I to Central Washington, never giving up in this game. When they want, you had the ball on the outside. Has it been difficult for them today?
Yeah, because
did have just a little bit flat to get that ball.
Yeah, okay. Please.
But they'll have another chance here. As it's going to be a scrum down to Central Washington.
Control this. Come on.
Like the I formation setup.
Ready?
Sorry, scrum down to Lindenwood. Thank you, Kurt.
I do appreciate the Statue of Liberty ball structure she has there before the ball goes in.
The 8's on the pick around Rochelle Stevens to carrying to Frida's, who's had all the space today, but not on that.
DeFrida's ability to gain additional meters once in contact is absolutely amazing for a player her size.
Get up. Not rolling away.
Here, Gofe gets a penalty there. And a Karen Pedraja going again quick. We still have advantage for not 10. We'll go back to the advantage. Slaughter says.
That's the double.
17 and captain.
Let's listen into referee Slaughter here. I have a feeling we're going to see somebody have a seat for 10 minutes.
We talked about penalties before halftime. Okay, this was a not 10 right in front of the goal line. It's a yellow card.
Oh, hate to see that. A yellow card on Central Washington, number 17, Hannah Lewandowski.
Yeah, just had enough of the repeated penalties. She's right there in a pressure situation like that. When a player infringes, and they were not back 10 when they played that, it's really a no option situation there for referee Slaughter. She's got to give the yellow card.
Who's here?
So we call it professional infringement, even though there's nothing professional about it.
I wasn't straight. Black, what do you have? Black shoes is a scrum. Yes.
Slight confusion there, I think, about where to be placed for that yellow card. Lindenwood will get a chance here off of that.
Crouch. Ready. Bind. Ready. Set. Ready. Hold it. Rock. Don't defense. Tackle. Sit.
Jonathan, onto the field, into the try zone. That's what you want to see out of a player. It's difficult to get off the bench. Get yourself mentally and physically prepared to be able to hop into the game, especially at this level. Well done by Casey Carl there to get in that game and the poise to put it down in the corner.
Hawkins set up just about 5 meters from the right touchline this time. Looks to add 2.
Water.
Just a slight breeze at Hawkins' back here. Kick is up, but just off. That'll take us to 56-5. Lindenwood to CWU with just about 22 minutes remaining in this second half of our USA Women's D1 Elite Semifinal.
Mackenzie Hawkins, on a player notes we got, loves cookies and loves dogs, Jonathan.
Well, who doesn't love both those things?
Amazing.
5 more minutes.
Hawkins, a long-time stalwart, as you noted earlier, of the USA U20 program under Brent Shivers.
Backwards, fine.
Recently capped as well with the U.S. Eagles, full senior international. Beautiful take by Lindenwood here.
Start pushing me. Off the foot.
Great recovery there by Central Washington, finally with a bit of ball in their end.
Central looks to move it left. Lindenwood launching hard. Oh, the pressure just gets to them, though. Central with a small knock-on. Had a chance there, Kirk, to really do something with it.
Yeah, Jonathan, I'll tell you, when you're playing this kind of game and the ball has a bit been starved from you, when you finally get it back, sometimes it's difficult to get that ball moving.
Lindenwood will get a scrum about 5 meters away from the halfway line.
As a fly half myself, Jonathan, I always know it's difficult to be able to get that ball into hand. I know these players sometimes make it look easy, but very difficult to do that with pressure bearing down upon you.
Lindenwood double stack in the back line.
Bind. Ready. Set.
Lindenwood needs a good scrum setup here. It's not been the cleanest scrum for them all day. Another scrum goes skewed.
Advantage.
So Hawkins at 10.
Penalty advantage.
Hawkins rolls it out the back.
Boom!
But
no advantage.
We'll go back. Referee Slaughter says that there was a scrum advantage. Penalty from the scrum.
For Black leaving the scrum, as a scrum tends to skew like that, players will then either bail out of it or drop their binds. Scrum being a big safety area, referees are all over this part of the game.
Lower, please.
Lindenwood chooses to tap and go right back into the midfield. Pedraja's looking to feed out quick, slightly off the foot there, off 7. Volley up far. Pedraja. Right up the middle.
Boom, rumbling, stumbling. Gotta love this game.
Route 1 ball to Isabel Manu. Slow ball recycled though. Pedraja plays it to the outside, back into the hands of Carrying DeFreitas, but DeFreitas is absolutely stuck in the tackle there by number 21, Jarish Moananu. Lindenwood looks to come back, a little bit isolated here. That ball is out the back. They go around the short side to Mackenzie Hawkins. Hawkins feeds back inside.
Oh, gorgeous fend off there.
Manu again.
Boom! Goes
Manu
the dynamite!
Continuing to
go. Yes!
And Manu dots that one down with authority, Kurt.
Lock it down. The bus came through. It's try time. That is gorgeous to see. Like we've said today, we've seen more tight five and front row players on attack for this Lindenwood team. Ball in hand, offload, the evasion. Then when you can't go around, you go through.
Let's take another look at that when we see Manu here
And
pushing
here
up
it
the
is.
sideline, lined up on Leah Ingold.
Jonah Lomu-esque in there.
Absolutely. Ingold there, the fly half. That's a tough tackle.
That's a tough tackle to make. We've all been there. Good for her for hanging in there, making the attempt at the tackle.
Hawkins will line this conversion up just inside the 5. Hawkins' kick is up. This one looks to be just inside the left post. She'll add it 2 more.
Ben player can come back.
That takes us to 63-5. Lindenwood to Central Washington with just about 18 minutes left to play in this game.
Okay, I'm fine with it. Who's off? We don't know yet.
Got some substitutes coming on here for both teams. I believe the yellow card is up. We'll see Hannah Lewandowski return for Central Washington.
Yeah, unfortunately, that yellow card was maybe not so much about her, but more about a team infraction of just too many penalties.
Sometimes you get unlucky. You step into the situation. Kick is up. It looks to be right on 10. Beautiful kick. Right back into the hands of Manu. Manu feeds it to Pirikuru. Pirikuru does the job of getting back to half. Central Washington not rolling away there. Lindenwood will play a kick right back from Morgan Freeman, taking the tap. Lindenwood is stopped at midfield by Lewandowski, I believe. Mackenzie Hawkins tries to show the short ball, but not quite to hand. Gives Central an opportunity here to press up on defense. Up the short side, and Mackenzie Hawkins drives through contact. She is just so solid once she's made contact.
17.
Got a penalty here against Central Washington for not rolling away. A little bit of conversation afterwards, I believe, about the exact nature of the penalty.
I was going to say, I think
she just came back from the sin bin. All right? That can't happen.
Yeah, referee Slaughter there having a quick word with the captain around Hannah Lewandowski just entering back in the field after a yellow card.
8 entry,
First thing right off the bench, immediately a little bit of argy-bargy, as they say. But you know what? You got to appreciate a passion of a player like Lewandowski. You want to see a bit of that spark of the step from Central Washington.
Absolutely. Trying to make up for it. Great kick from Hawkins. Hawkins puts Lindenwood just outside the 22 for an attacking line-out. Wind picking up a little bit here. It'll be interesting to see what they run, Kurt.
A little bit, please.
Yeah, Lewandowski, I tell you what, played football at first and actually switched over to rugby coming from football. You can see a bit of that gridiron on the field there.
Absolutely. Lindenwood opting for a 4-person line out here for the first time today. Perhaps an adjustment to the wind. Perhaps a tactical change. Straight up but not quite handled. Gives Central an opportunity here. Central recovers that just outside their own 22. Natalie Gray just couldn't quite handle that ball.
Great gather there by Pasiolis.
Straight through for Sangapulu. See the ball fed by Spencer Bolt to the short side. Central Washington forwards driving up the field. Bolt playing scrum half again.
Pasiolis coming from a rugby family. You can see the heads-up play she has in this game.
What was that?
Big contact there. Hannah Lewandowski tries to carry the gain line, but Lindenwood was having none of it.
17, let go of the tackled player.
Maybe a little too much of it.
17.
We'll have a penalty against Lindenwood for not releasing in the tackle. Central tries to go quick, but referee Slaughter says they must come back to the mark.
Yeah, maybe a bit of saving themselves, saving them from themselves with Hannah Bolt wanting to go quickly there, but not a lot on at that point.
The Ingold with a deep clearance, but it stays in bounds, giving Lindenwood the counterattack opportunity. Into the hands of DeFreitas. DeFreitas right in the middle of the field. She's got support on the outside, but Pasolas puts a shoulder on her. DeFreitas, though, not going down yet.
You have penalty
Lewandowski makes the tackle. Morgan Freeman feeds it out to the left side.
White
hands
ball,
of McKenna
white
Strong,
ball.
absolutely. Right back into the forward pod there. Gray caught on gain line, but does the work to get him back. Mackenzie Hawkins with the short feed.
White ball.
Quick ball to the outside. Central sees that one though. Stops Cody Barlow right on the line.
Unfortunately, we see number 11 right now just a little bit outside of play.
Where's the mark? Where's the mark?
We have a stoppage here.
You're starting to see some of the wear on these players here today. It's been a long game. It's been a great game, but you can tell how much effort they've been putting into this match.
Do the substitution. What number?
Certainly the score line, not indicative of the physicality that we've seen at the breakdown and in the tackles.
Absolutely. Both teams never giving up here, making tackle after tackle.
Penalty,
you know,
late hit,
I'm so impressed with Strong. McKenna Strong has had such a great game today. You can see why she's in our Eagle pool.
Absolutely. See Sativa Pirikuru walking off with a little bit of assistance.
Referee Slaughter's going to have to say.
So there was a late hit by number 8 back here. So that was the second infringement. I'm going to give them the option for the first penalty over here, which was not rolling away. Okay? So just make sure everybody's getting out. All right. Keep the tackles low and safe. Okay.
So Jonathan, referee Slaughter there explaining that there's actually an option of penalty.
Here
so this is one of those new
Here,
laws that World Rugby has trialed and has now put in. If there's 2 different infringements that happen during that phase of play, Lindenwood will get to decide which penalty they want to take at which mark on the field. Referee Slaughter, an international recording artist actually in his inner free time, has an album on iTunes if you're looking to listen to it.
Short ball again. Right back to McKenna Strong, breaking through the Lindenwood forwards on a tear. They play it quick back into midfield, but Central Washington doubles up in the tackle there on number 16, Anne-Marie Reed.
Advantage offside.
Referee Slaughter signaling for offside there. Mackenzie Hawkins looked up and had no options because of it. Play back to the left side. Reed again.
Still have advantage, White.
Back into the hands of Hawkins. Hawkins looks through the boot. Lee Ingold back, but can't field it cleanly.
No advantage.
Referee Slaughter says we'll come back to the offsides advantage.
Yeah, great heads-up play there by Mackenzie Hawkins there. Good heads-up play. Take a chance on it.
Offside. I'm just trying to get a number from the AR.
Knew she had advantage. Knew she had the space to be able to play.
They choose a scrum for the penalty.
And the bold move of choosing the scrum on the penalty.
Offside by Black.
Lindenwood will opt for the scrum.
Black 12. It was number 12.
10 meters into the Central Washington half, just about the center of the field here.
Just hang out a second.
13 minutes remaining. We are at 63-5. Lindenwood to Central Washington.
Yeah, I believe we have number 6, Bianca Oriz-Palin, just getting some work on her, making sure everything's okay over there.
Everything all fixed up. We'll return to come back to the Lindenwood scrum.
And just a bit of claret there in the nose.
Keep it sturdy.
Lindenwood lined up to the left side of the field with 2 to the right. Karen DeFrida's almost by herself here, lined up on Ingold on the right.
Yeah, Lindenwood needs a good platform here. Scrum's been a struggle for both teams all day long.
Set.
You know, Morgan Freeman here playing the role of 9.
Is there anything she can't do?
Apparently not.
Hawkins to draw and kick.
Beautiful chip over, but fielded cleanly by Central. Central with a little chance to attack here. They're breaking through. Ortiz-Palin right back in.
It's okay.
Swing it back to the middle of the field. They look to go wide. There's space out wide if they can use it.
Beautiful.
Number 2, right Jada Kafavalu. Kafavalu is stopped just short of half. Played out quickly. Spencer Bolt. We see a kick through. Also fielded cleanly.
23 offside.
But Central get another chance. Lindenwood just offsides there, Kurt.
Yeah, I tell you what, the pressure is a killer.
Yeah.
Absolutely the number 1 thing a team needs to be able to levy within this game of rugby. Pressure is such a killer for the opposite team to be able to deal with. And in championship matches like this, it doesn't matter the score. These teams never give up. They never stop playing. And you can see it here with Lindenwood just making these late game mistakes.
11 minutes left.
Central has not had a lot of possession today, but really able to do something when they do have ball in hand. Beautiful passing to get into the space there off the turnover.
Five.
Turn that into a kick. We'll have a line out just outside the Lindenwood 22, opting for the 5-person line out, right in front of the bench.
You know, it speaks to Central Washington stepping up in the second half. It's been a low-scoring half, unlike the first half, but it's just been Central Washington finally putting on the pressure they really wanted the entire game.
White. Advantage over.
Kafavalu's throw goes a little loose. Lindenwood retains it, a pass out the back to DeFreitas. DeFreitas finds space. She feeds to the outside. Slight step back in. We got 21 going again. Casey Carl right back on, making the most of her 2 opportunities so far with ball in hand.
Casey Carl, evasive runner. She's doing her part in the inside there as well.
Pass, though, not quite crisp on the left side for Lindenwood, just behind. Leaves them with a little work to do to get back to gain line.
You know, Casey Carl with that signature Fallbrook High School step that she's learning there. Fallbrook, a title, nationally recognized team in her high school rugby, and you can tell coaches training her in the invasive skills they learn there at Fallbrook.
Program that's produced several players on both teams in this match, including Rochelle Stevens.
Both teams and our national team.
Absolutely. Stevens, an Olympian for the U.S. in the 2016 Rio Olympics, before returning to Lindenwood to finish her studies.
Student athletes, that's what this is all about.
Sturdy. Sturdy and square.
Number 7 for Central, Michelle Navarro, also a Fallbrook product and a former USA U20 as well. A lot of players on both sides here that have been teammates at the representative level.
Absolutely, Jonathan. The collegiate level is such an important development area for the rugby in the USA. Not only for the skills, but also for the branding of it and for the marketing of it. To be able to see 2 college programs like this competing at this level is just impressive.
Bull feeds into the Central scrum. Central grows right. The ball is back in Bolt's hands. Lindenwood meets them on gain line, driving back. Ball comes out the back, though.
Brock, step back, White.
Goffey able to get it away in contact.
No hands.
Bull feeds back in. Central looking to swing it wide here. I believe that's Michelle Navarro, though, got stuck. Lindenwood just coming up with too much pressure to be able to move the ball away cleanly. Lewandowski to Ingold. Ingold looks to swing it wide, but Casey Carl sees it coming.
Like a thief in the night.
She is straight under the post. Another try for Casey Carl.
Love it. Absolutely love that. Casey Carl, heads up play, shot the gap, knew it was happening, got the hands out there and got through, and of course she has the speed to finish.
Absolutely. High risk but high reward in that case.
Yeah.
Kinsey Hawkins will have one straight from the middle of the field. 68-5 right now. Lindenwood to Central Washington with just about 8 minutes and change to play here in this Women's D1 Elite Semifinal. Winner of this match, as a reminder, will progress to Stanford University for the Women's D1 Elite Championship in 2 weeks.
Seen right here on the same bat channel, same bat time, right?
Absolutely. We'll see Lindenwood take on the winner of Life University versus Penn State. The game we'll have coming up next for you at 1 o'clock.
You have to like Hawkins' chances here, dead center.
She's been good all day.
10 seconds.
Lindenwood will look to repeat. They were last year's D1 Elite champion. Looking to make it 2 for 2 over the past 2 seasons. Hawkins, though, adds on 2 more to make it 70-5 here with just about 7 minutes to go.
Great opportunity to see collegiate rugby. This weekend we have the 2 title games today. 2 weeks we have the final game of the Division I Elite Rugby. Cannot wait to see that final match, the next game up today.
Absolutely. Fantastic skills on display there this weekend in Furman, and beautiful weather, just a slight breeze.
And of course, Jonathan, just announced the Women's Super Series of our national team playing here domestically on domestic soil, San Diego, in June and July.
Absolutely, a chance for fans to come see the best international women's rugby teams in the world play here on our home soil. In addition to the recently announced match against the Barbarians, a storied program in Glendale, Rugbytown, USA. Several players out here today probably hoping to impress Coach Rob Kane to get a chance to represent the United States in those matches. Lindenwood here again taking the kick cleanly, pushing up the left side.
Get off your feet. Black 17. Play on.
Morgan Freeman will go quick again. She's in space. 3 defenders to beat. Freeman has support. Drops the first one.
Right here.
Hands off to Anne-Marie Reed. Freeman feeds out to Hawkins. Hawkins puts it to boot. It's high. Fielded cleanly though. Of course, I believe that is Karen DeFreitas who came down with that in the group. A little bit of step back inside there. Lindenwood looking to keep up the momentum.
Jonathan, it's an unrelentless attack here Lindenwood has been putting on today.
Slight bobble there, though, by the Lindenwood forwards will give Central an opportunity to relieve some pressure.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Central has to be relieved at that movement. A little bit of a break here, a little bit of a breather. Let the heart rates come back under control. Mackenzie Hawkins, it's a heads-up move. It's a high-pressure situation to be able to kick against a team like that. Catching the ball is never easy, especially when you have players bearing down upon you.
Beautiful work in the air there from Karen DeFreitas to bring it down in contact, but Central will have a chance here to clear their lines. Scrum down to them just inside the 22, very close to midfield.
Bind. Set.
Slight early movement there from Central, but Central will turn it into a good clean ball. Oh, it's gone back. It's under Lindenwood. Good pressure to recover there from the Central backs, but Lindenwood still getting over gain line. Absolutely relentless, Kurt.
Amazing. It's difficult taking the ball against the head. You got to love that the Lindenwood team in the pack may not be the stronger team on initial impact, but they're doing the hard work in there. The hookers never giving up, always competing for that ball.
Lindenwood compressing here again through the forwards, right in front of the post, about 5 meters out.
Yeah, you got to like their chances here. This is where you just absolutely grind away.
Backs are right here for Lindenwood. There's space if they want it. Some mismatch opportunities here outright. But they keep it up Route 1. Might as well stay with it. Central Washington putting some pressure on that ball, though. Lindenwood goes wide. Hand to Hawkins. Right to DeFreitas. DeFreitas out to Cody Barlow. Out of bounds, though. Central able to drive that last Lindenwood attacker into touch.
And what a surprise, Lewandowski, absolute monster on the hit. You got to love that a player with that kind of heart this late in a game makes a tackle like that.
Lewandowski has a lot of experience in these high-pressure games. Many times she's gone to USA camps, seeing it come into play there and the explosive athleticism that she's known for. Central have an opportunity for line out. They go full line out just on the 5-meter line here. High pressure though, Kurt.
Absolutely. They want to get out of their end, but Lindenwood on the pressure. Yeah, it's sneaking in. Everybody tries to get the extra inch here in the line out. Referee Slaughter not having any of it.
Play on. Let's play.
Central inserting one more.
Because why not? Oh!
Stolen by Lindenwood.
It was knocked there.
Referee Slaughter signals for the knock-on.
Yeah, I tell you, it's difficult. The ball comes off like that. Great defense by Lindenwood to be able to get that player up in the air, be able to defend like that. And, of course, good attacking platform for them here. But Central Washington's going to want to relieve pressure. I think they've struggled with the scrum, getting that ball out quickly. They're going to have to get this one back, get the ball clear of their lines.
High pressure scenario here for them, though, as they take a scrum on their own 5-meter line, just about 15 meters in from touch. Tough kick if they want to clear it.
Yeah, and you can see McKenna Strong there at the back of that scrum, salivating, ready for that ball to come out.
Lindenwood back set up flat, ready to put on the pressure in case there is a relieving kick. Central retains this one. Goes through the hands of Bolt.
And they run it.
Oh, absolutely.
Get out of my way.
Run from Ahu. Bolt goes back to the left. Central forwards fighting for ground. Get it right back to midfield. High pressure here from Lindenwood.
Yeah, Central wanting to play with ball in hand. You know, I have to say, at this late in the game, when they need some points on the board, they don't want to give it up with a kick.
Passiola skip pass to the outside, just misses hands, but there were numbers there for Central, Kurt.
Ferocious defense here by Lindenwood.
Here we see the clearing kick from Bolt. Lands just outside the 22, takes some pressure off.
Yeah, with just about a minute to play here, I gotta say that Central likely should have cleared their lines, been able to attack down the other end, but you gotta appreciate that Lindenwood has a chance right now to be able to get one more try before the end.
45 seconds on the game clock.
This is the middle.
Referee Slaughter will determine when we're exactly done. Lindenwood.
Everybody should be on the other side.
Another chance inside of Central Washington's half, where they have been most of the day for a line out. Wind is a bit gusty at the moment, though. Not quite cleanly, but they do retain it. Lindenwood right about 20 meters out. Looks like they're looking to keep it in the forwards, run some time off the clock.
It's a tackle.
Kurt, what a game they put together today.
You know, just impressive. The platform they've created at their breakdown, clean, quick ball, the recycle they've had, the width and space they've played with, it's been impressive all around.
That is going to be a challenge for Life or Penn State, whichever team progresses to face them in the final.
Tackle!
Hard to know how they're going to match up to all the threats that Lindenwood has on the field.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, this game,
it's out.
It looks like
Lindenwood looks to clear it out. Mackenzie Hawkins kicked a touch. And that'll wrap it for us here today. Lindenwood progresses to the D1 Elite Final in 2 weeks in Stanford, looks to repeat their D1 Elite Championship with a final score of Lindenwood 70, Central Washington 5.
Let's go find the other zebra.
We'll be right back with some interviews with the winning captain from today, Mackenzie Hawkins, if we can. Stay tuned. Next matchup at 1 o'clock, Penn State versus Life, Kurt.
I cannot wait for this next match. What a great match to kick off our day here. Central Washington never giving up, never giving in. Absolute performance, though, by Lindenwood on this field. Comprehensive A to Z. The backs on attack, the pack on the inside and on attack. It's been pretty to watch.
I'm Jonathan Atkinson, and thank you from both myself and Kurt Weaver for joining us. We'll see you back here in an hour.
Oh, number 4 is keeping score. Okay, number 4, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Those are the coaches. Thanks, guys. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Good luck in the final. Compliment from Billy. Woo! Fantastic. Hi guys. We confirmed 70-something to 5.
On, and we'll just build on from that.
Congratulations, we look forward to seeing you again.
Thanks so much. Go Lions. Thanks, guys.
Thanks again, and we'll be back in just an hour with Penn State versus Life. Boom. Thank you. Yeah, 1 o'clock. Or, shit.
I can see the volcanoes in her eyes. You know? Seriously, like,